What's up, guys? It's Wally. Today we're going to be doing a VGC challenge where we use a team that Twitch chat ended up building. And while that sounds innocent enough, we threw a couple of wrenches in there that actually caused a little bit of chaos. So just to kind of run down the rules of this challenge, what we ended up doing to begin was take everyone who was in chat that wanted to participate, put them onto a wheel, and spun it 6 times to get the 6 people that were going to determine which 6 Pokemon were going to be on this team. And that's how we ended up getting these 6 right here. And once we had them, we ended up then going to everyone in chat and ended up doing polls to figure out which items, abilities, movesets, and EV spreads that we're going to put on them. And that's where things kind of got off the rails, because in the beginning, we were actually doing really well, and we actually had a really good spread for Urshifu and Incineroar, along with really good movesets and everything like that as well. But then as we got later into it and got down to like Metagross and Gholdengo, we just kind of started to meme a little bit, which is why Gholdengo actually has a 100, 0, 100, 108, 100, 100 spread. So literally, if you ended up looking at the chart, it almost looks like it would be a perfect hexagon without one side. Regardless, though, I still think that we have a really awesome team here. However, the one challenge with having 6 people pick random Pokemon is the fact that there are times where you don't end up with things that have speed control, or you have a team that doesn't synergize well, or you have a team that has a lot of weaknesses to one specific type. And thankfully, we did kind of dodge that, for that second one. However, we do not really have any speed control here. The main thing that we have is really just priority with Sucker Punch as well as Bullet Punch, and also Aqua Jet as well. But aside from that, we don't have any kind of Tailwind, Trick Room, Icy Wind, or anything else that's really going to be able to control speed. So we're really going to have to rely on pivoting, priority moves, and just being able to kind of out-tank other teams and being able to hit them hard enough that we can take them off the field while we end up surviving. And that's where I really think this challenge is going to come in, because even though I think that we do have a solid team here, there are still numerous teams out there that we probably won't have an answer for. So really, we're going to have to hope that we end up seeing a team that we have a favorable matchup into. If not, then we're going to have to get extremely creative. So we'll end up doing about 3 or 4 battles just to see if we can end up winning like 1 or 2. So we'll get into the battles, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just haven't chat, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. But let's get into the challenge. All right, now this first one actually presents a really interesting matchup. So what I think we're going to end up doing, to be completely honest with you, I think we're going to end up starting with, let's go Urshifu and let's go Florges. In the back, though, I think we're going to end up bringing Azumarill and... Honestly, I'm going to bring Metagross, too. I don't think that's a bad call. The good thing about that is, well... I think that'll be good because that allows us... Yeah, all 3 of our mons that actually have priority. And they don't have anything that's going to be able to stop priority, so at least we're going to kind of have that in our back pocket this whole time. Annihilate and Grimmsnarl, that's fair. I mean, I think I know kind of what they're going to end up doing here. So, what we're going to end up doing is... honestly, to preserve Urshifu and also bring out a mon that... yeah, is going to be able to break their screens. Let's bring out Metagross here. And I'm going to go for the Moonblast over to Grimmsnarl. If we can start picking him off, that would be perfect. And again, that'll also allow us to... okay, that's good. We'll also be able to go for a Psychic Fangs on the next one then. That's fair. I forget that is a neutral move, but that's actually not bad for us. Holy cow. Well, glad they ended up going to Reflect then, huh? Yeah, that full special attack Florges, I know, again, Twitch chat. Definitely did some pretty damn good work right there. Now we do have to worry about this, though. However, the big positive here is the fact that we can go Psychic Fangs. That's always a good good thing that we can do. And let's also go... in all honesty, I'm hoping it works, but let's go for the Pollen Puff or the Metagross. Okay, well that's good for us. Hold on now. Well, it was good for us. That's fine. Ooh, the crit on Florges. That's unfortunate. I forget that we don't have any speed control. Sorry, so used to it. Alright, well that's unfortunate. At least we do have lefties, though. That's going to be a big positive here. Let's end up bringing out Azumarill. Good thing is they had Drain Punch, Throw Chop so far. I wonder what their other moves are then. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to go for... They may terrestrialize into grass, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to go for the liquidation over there. Go for a liquidation, let's go for a Pollen Puff too. If they terrestrialize into grass here, which it seems like they're going to do, the Pollen Puff is going to do some really good damage as well. There it is. And that's completely fair. Question is, do they have Terra Blast? They don't, but they have Poison Jab. Alright, that's fine. Quiver Dance. Yeah, and even if we ended up terrestrializing into grass there... yikes. Good damage still. Wow. Alright, so that creates a bit of a problem. Alright. So we may end up losing Azumarill here, unfortunately. So let's go for the... Oh, I should have went for the Ice Spinner, huh? Try to go for the Ice Spinner. I can't really terrestrialize into Steel now, can I? But... let's go for the Moonblast over into Annihilate. Nice, way to go, Florges. Azumarill hanging in there. No burn either. Thankfully. Ooh, the Shell Bell. It's alright, we hang in there. But we get poisoned. But we'll still get some good damage here regardless, though. Almost did all. Nice. We'll get the Ice Spinner. That'll KO. We do KO ourselves because of the Life Orb damage, though. It's fine. We got burnt, but again, we're still fine. Guys, Life Orb is going to take away our last little bit. And now we're down to our final one. And while that doesn't necessarily seem ideal... Oh, that's right. Wait, Florges, because it has leftovers, does it stay in for one? No, okay, didn't think so. I was going to say, I thought that poison was like 1/12 and lefties is 1/16, I think? So, yeah. Either way, though, we do have Focus Sash. Oh, Milotic. Well, it's not too bad, though. Honestly, it's going to rely on being able to get the Wicked Blow over on them before they're able to move on us. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I don't think that we're going to be able to win this, but... Damn. Yeah, again, I need to be more aware of our speed tiers and stuff like that, too. There we go. At least we knock out Annihilate, but now it's us on Milotic. What's Milotic going to use, though? Okay, that's actually huge. We're going to crit through that defense boost. So, we're fine. We just need to make sure that they don't go, like, Hypnosis or something. Which is what I'm sure that Coil is going to help them with, too. Well, let's go. We got this. Good damage. And that's game. That's game. GG's, my friend. There we go. Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Again, one that I didn't think that we were going to win there. I thought that I kind of screwed it up once we ended up... once we ended up losing Metagross, because... Again, I don't know why I thought that I was going to be able to outspeed and be able to go with the Psychic Fangs, but no. going down to a Throat Chop, which again I was a little surprised by, and the Heat Wave, which probably was going to knock me out even if they didn't go Throat Chop. Again, I thought that that's where we're going to lose it. But thankfully, again, that single strike Urshifu, which was the #1 pick for this team, ended up kind of pulling out the victory there. So good game. All right, now it looks like they have the possibility of Trick Room and Tailwind. And we have the possibility of neither. So I'm not sure which one they're going to end up going with. So here's what we're going to do to start. I think we're going to start off with Urshifu as well as... honestly, probably Gholdengo. Yeah, we'll go Urshifu, Gholdengo, and then in the back, I'm going to bring Azumarill as well as... in all honesty, I think I'm going to bring Florges. And we're going 2 fairies on the team. But thankfully, I don't really see anything that's going to be too problematic. I mean, I would assume that Komao is probably a Steel Terra with Iron Head. Potentially? If not, maybe it's not even a Steel Terra, but it has Iron Head or something. They're going to have some kind of coverage, I would imagine. Okay. Well, maybe we should have brought Incineroar then. This is actually still fine, though, in all honesty. Because here's what we're going to end up doing. I would imagine they're probably going to go Endure. They're flip turn and Endure? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go for the Wicked Blow over into Iron Bundle. And then I'm going to Terrastalize into Fire. And I'll go for the Make It Rain. Why not? Okay, cool. And we actually made the right call then. For the most part. Well, actually it depends on what they do then. So hold on then. If that's not a flip turn... oh, that could actually pose a little bit of a problem then. That could be a problem. Okay, it's just U-turn. Okay, that makes more sense then. That makes a lot more sense then. That's alright. I just have to hope that they... yeah, because no shot they would have went with... okay, because... okay, hold on. Because I'm trying to make sense of this, because going Expanding Force here would be a little tough. I only say that because you have one Mon that completely ignores it, is immune to it, and one that would have resisted. Okay, the Heat Wave. That makes more sense now. Cool. I was trying to think, like, what would be the right progression here, but... there we go. Wicked Blow takes them out, and now we're going to have a singular... ooh, Urshifu's gone now. But you know what? Perfect sacrifice for it, though. In all honesty. But now we're going to have a neutral, singular Make It Rain going into Armarouge, and that is going to be more than enough to take that out. But at least we know who the last 2 Mons are going to be now. So let's head out there with Florges to start. I think Florges will actually be able to take out Bundle on its own. Okay, and Urshifu. Nice. Is that single? That's rapid. Okay, that's... actually kind of fine, to be honest with you. I actually don't mind that. They do not have Terra anymore, so that's good for us. So what do you say we go for the Moonblast over there? And let's go for the Make It Rain. I could just swap in... No, we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. Florges survives that. Thank you, defense and HP investment. I appreciate that. Thank you, chat. That's fine. They end up taking us out. However, again, with the Moonblast being super effective going into Urshifu, we're going to be good. Yeah, goodbye, buddy. And now we have a 2-on-1 here. We're going to have Florges and Azumarill versus that little penguin right there. I think we're in a good spot. I don't think that... Ooh, actually, no, they would. They have Freeze Dry, which would be bad for us. Oops, don't do that. All right, here's what we're going to do just to see. I'm going to go for the Protect on this first one. I'm going to go for the Play Rough. Because I know we can survive one... Okay, good. I was going to say, I know that we can survive one Freeze Dry with Azumarill. I just don't know... Oh, let's go. We're good to go now. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, but I don't want to lose Florges, like, right away on this turn. I want to make sure that we still have 2 out there for the second turn, so they have to make a decision. But now, we don't even have to worry about a decision. All we have to do is go Moonblast, and all we have to do is go Liquidation. And we can call that a game. How much it's going to do? Oh, yeah, okay, that's actually not bad. But there we go. Florges is actually the one to take it out there, too, with the Moonblast. Good to know that that's a little bit faster than Azumarill. But there we go, man. Again, I didn't think that we were going to get 2 wins, let alone 2 in a row. But dang, that's a damn good way to start right there. Good game. Now, when I talked in the intro about things that we might not necessarily have an answer to, Lando Eye is definitely going to be one of them. I definitely think that our best bet would probably be to go for like an Aqua Jet into it before it ends up terastallizing. It's going to be tough. But there are a couple other things on the team, too, that end up worrying me as well. But here's what we're going to end up doing. We're going to end up starting with... Let's start with the Azumarill as well as Florges, and then I'm going to have Metagross. I have Urshifu in the back, too. The good thing about Urshifu here, again, is the fact that with our Chaladon on their team... we're going to have something that's going to be able to crit through all of the stamina procs. Especially considering the fact that we have 2 that are not going to be able to do that. Yep, and that's who they end up sending out first. Alright, so the Florges is going to have a pretty difficult time here. However, we could end up terastallizing into Steel for that. If we really feel like we need to. Alright, here's what I think we're going to end up doing. I think we're going to go for the Ice Spinner. Actually, here's what we're going to do. Pelipper is going to outspeed Azumarill. I don't know if Florges has... This is to break Sash, and the Moonblast will be to... Uh-oh. Oh, I should have terastallized into... Oh, into Fairy, nice. But no, I should have terastallized into Grass just to avoid the Electro Shot. But yeah, that's going to be to take care of their Sash. Damn, they do outspeed, though. That's fair. And that's going to take them out, unfortunately. However, the good thing is we did end up bringing... yeah, we brought Metagross, which is going to be good, at least. Sorry, Azu. That's alright. Yeah, I was hoping that Florges was going to be faster than Pelipper, and we were going to be able to knock it out like that, but... At least we get the annoying thing off the field, though. Alright, Let's go, though. This is the time for Metagross. Unfortunately, though, I don't think that Heavy Slam is really going to be the right move for this. And this is actually one of the reasons why I was actually kind of hoping they were going to choose Meteor Mash over Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam is really, really great for Flutter Mane, don't get me wrong. But say you're facing another Steelmon, or another Fairymon, that's going to be a problem too. Alright, here's what we're going to end up doing. Because I would bet any money that they're going to end up going for a Sandsear Storm. So I'm going to go Bullet Punch up there. I know that's going to proc a, you know, whatchamacallit, but that's fine. Go for a Moonblast up in the Lando. Good damage. Main reason doing that is if they end up going for a, oh, they just went Earth Power. Oh, that's rough. Could have ended up surviving that probably then. That's okay. We should be okay on a Flash Cannon though. Barely, but we are. Good stuff into Lando. Now here's what we're going to have to do. Again, we're going to have to get creative with this, but yeah, man, it's going to be really difficult to be able to take care of them. Let's Terra Dark. Let's go for the Sucker Punch up into Lando. And let's go for the Protect on the Florges. It's going to be a bit of an uphill climb here, unfortunately. But that's not to say that we can't do it. Not to say that we can't. Good. We'll pick up the KO on the Sucker Punch. And now, question is, are they going to go Flash Cannon? Or are they going to go for like an Electro Shot over into Urshifu? Oh, they're going Body Press. I guess that works too. Oh well. Oh, and they have Urshifu themselves. Yeah, that turns out to be a difficult matchup then, huh? All right, yeah. So we're gonna. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to win at this point, especially with them having Tailwind for one more. And it seems ridiculous. I'm going to go Sucker Punch over into Urshifu. I'm also going to go for a Moonblast, too. That way we can break their sash. I feel like they're going to go for a close combat over into our Urshifu to be able to KO. Yeah. And then they'll probably pick it up here with a Flash Cannon. Which does suck, don't get me wrong, but oh well. Can't do much at that point. Yeah. But we would have been able to pick it up with the Moonblast, but then again, we would have been kind of walled there with our Archaladon. That would have been extremely tough. So again, I'm going to have to think about a more creative way that in the next battle, if we end up facing our Archaladon, that we have a better way of end up facing that. But at least it still ended up being a competitive game, though. So good game. Well, looks like they may have forgotten a pretty important mon on their team, because I do not see Indeedee there. That begs the question, does one of them have Psychic Terrain for some reason? Not 100% sure, but we'll find out in due time. Now, I will say, let's still going to potentially be difficult. So I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to start with... Yeah, let's start with Urshifu and let's start with Gholdengo as well. Actually, yeah, no. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And then in the back, I'm going to bring Azumarill and... I'm also going to bring Florges too. I don't think that's a bad idea. Florges has some really good special defense, and I see a lot of special defenders on their team. Plus, Fairy move, you can never really go wrong with that. And yeah, so we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Cool. And that's why I was actually kind of considering going with... Going with Incineroar too, because we could have terrestrialized into Ghost. Other than that, though, we're going to end up having to take a Fake Out over into Urshifu, which... In all honesty, I'm not going to do. We're going to end up bringing... I'm going to bring Azumarill in. Bring Azumarill, and let's go... Let's go for the Make It Rain. I'm hoping Specs damage can actually do some good work over there. Okay, well, they're not going with that, then. That's, Oh, that's Torkoal, isn't it, now? That is. Okay, so that's going to pose a bit of a problem, though. However, here is the positive thing, though. Here's the one positive thing. Well, never mind. The positive thing is now gone. I was going to say, we can always terrestrialize into fire and go with Gholdengo, too, but that's okay. At least they do a lot of damage to themselves on that. Yeah, in all honesty, I think we're going to go Urshifu here. Part of me actually really wanted to go for a... wanted to go for Florges just so we can knock out Torkoal, but... I'm still okay with it. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do instead, is we're going to go for the Liquidation. I understand... it's not going to be extremely strong in the sun, but it's still going to be pretty nice. We'll do that, and they may just swap out right away. But I'll still go for the close combat. Should have went for the Wicked Blow. Yep, should have went for the Wicked Blow. That's okay, though. Is that speed? You bet it is. We should have been smarter than that. Sorry, just give me a crit on this one. Oh! That's bad. Yeah, that's real bad. That's okay, though. That's okay. That could be a lot worse. Trust me. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go for the Play Rough over there, and I'm also going to go for the Detect. Uh-oh. It's fine. I think we're going to be able to survive with the Azumarill. Yeah, even with the Dazzling Gleam, we should be fine. Barely, but we are. We'll get the Play Rough. We end up picking up the KO right there, which is nice. Sorry, Azu. Into Incin. Against my better judgment, I'm going to go for the Aqua Jet over there. And I'm going to end up bringing in Florges too. It's possible that they just try to fake out Azumarill as well, but sorry, this will take extra pressure off of Urshifu now that it's lost its sash, essentially, you know? Let's hope it's the right call. Yes, it is, thankfully. And again, Aqua Jet was actually kind of gutsy. Well, I shouldn't say gutsy. Kind of dumb a little bit, to be honest. But only because they do have Farigiraf in the back end, that would have posed a huge problem. Good thing here, though, is the fact that we still have Azumarill. That's actually really big for us. Now they have the Giraffe, which is probably going to end up terastallizing into Fairy, for being completely honest with ourselves. Let's try to go for the liquidation over there. And let's go with the Pollen Puff over there. Although, to be honest with you, probably would have been better off just going with a Moonblast. Or not. Huh, okay. I mean, I definitely understand why. I get it. But, damn. Come on, do some good damage. Not bad. Love that. Look at the Flare Blitz. That's fine. Wow. Florges hanging in there. I did not expect that. We'll get the liquidation. We pick up that KO. And now this comes down to if we can survive in Trick Room. Because I feel like this is going to be a Trick Room right here. Yep. Okay, I think the only way that we're going to be able to potentially survive a Dazzling Gleam... Actually, hold on, I have an idea. We're going to try to wait this out for a sec. So I actually wonder... Gonna detect. We're gonna protect. I also want to see what move they end up going with, too. My guess is it's Dazzling Gleam, but it could be Hyper Voice. Alright, here's going to be our best opportunity, and boy is it a stretch. We have to see if Florges can actually survive a normal move here. Let's see, Pollen Puff is 90, Super Effective is 180, Moonblast would be 95 plus Stab is not close. So, let's go for the Pollen Puff, and let's hope we can survive a potential Hyper Voice here. But again, Hyper Voice would be the best one for them. Come on. We both survived! No shots! I am super surprised by that, but super happy too. Holy cow. Alright, nice. So we'll get the Pollen Puff, that'll bring them down to almost nothing. And now this Wicked Blow ends up finishing it off. I'm glad we ended up having that Steel Terra too. Thankfully, that allowed us to resist the normal move, which otherwise we would have been knocked out. And we still probably would have picked it up with Urshifu there, but still, knowing that Florges was going to be able to survive that, absolutely fantastic. Good game. So even though that was a bit of a challenge, we still ended up winning 3 out of 4. And I'm really happy that we ended on a win as well, because I did not want that Archaludon one to actually be the last one. And during stream this week, maybe we can actually talk about how we can actually kind of counter the Archaludon with this team. Maybe we can figure something out and actually make it so that we could actually take that on, along with that Landorus Eye as well. But either way, this team actually still performed really well and much better than I expected to, especially as we started memeing a little bit towards the end of that session, I thought that this was going to go a little awry, but again, thankfully we ended up winning 3 out of 4, and we actually found a couple favorable matchups. And also, if any of you guys do have any other challenges in mind, you guys make sure to put them down in the comments, and I'll throw them up on the wheel next time, and we can spin that and figure out what our next challenge is going to be. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. We'll see you guys next time.